From the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center in Sugarland, Texas, welcome to the ISHL Game of the Week on LSN Sports. Tonight, it's a Week 22 showdown in the South Division as the league's best Seven Lakes Spartans play host to the Taylor Mustangs. Hello, everyone, and welcome up to the booth. I'm Michael Silvers, joined as always by David Feliciano. Delighted to have you with us for this matchup between Seven Lakes and Taylor, the third and final meeting of the season between these two rivals. Seven Lakes enter tonight's game on a 14-game winning streak. Head coach Paul Connolly is getting contributions from up and down his lineup, led by a pair of seniors in the ISHL's third highest scorer, Daniel Dufresne, who will not be in attendance tonight, and Zach Campbell, the league's fourth highest scorer.
Well, Dufresne out of the picture, but we've had the pleasure of seeing this squad. Saw them last week. And really, the heart and soul of this squad is the defense that we'll talk about throughout the game. Very impressed with that, and that's really the reason that they're up there in first place.
A lot of players on both teams are out up in Dallas playing for the Houston Wild, so both teams shorthanded tonight. More on that in a moment. From a Taylor Mustang perspective, they come into tonight's game reeling after back-to-back losses, and in those two games, their offense dried up as they were outscored by both Ridge Point and Pearland Friendswood to a combined tune of 14-2.
Yeah, the problem with Taylor is they're in a tough division. I think they're better than their record. We've seen them at least once this year, and they have some talent. They just play in a very tough division, and it's going to be even tougher tonight, as Mike will talk about in just a second. Very undermanned.
When we return, we will set things up with our starting lineups, the scratches, our goaltending matchup, and more as we count down the face-offs. Seven Lakes and Taylor here on the ISHL Game of the Week on LSN Sports.
The ultimate Texans fans. Get your free Texans debit card when you open a Texans checking account at First Community Credit Union. Choose from 3 customized Texans debit cards, plus you'll have the chance to win exclusive access to Texans games, autographed merchandise, and more. Get yours today by visiting TexansChecking.com and become a member. First Community Credit Union is the official credit union of the Houston Texans. Certain criteria apply. FCCU is backed by NCUA. See rep for details.
North Shore Marine has been servicing its customers for over 40 years, stocking one of the nation's largest parts and accessory supply, coupled with the convenience of same-day shipping, allows most boating needs to be fulfilled with one call. North Shore Marine can supply all needs from service to sales for Evinrude, Johnson, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Ark, Go Devil, and parts and accessories for all your boating needs. Visit their showroom and see for yourself why North Shore Marine is one of Texas's finest Southwest dealers. Visit them on the web at northshoremarine.com.
Lone Star Electric Supply is a service-oriented, Texas-based, full-line electrical distributor specializing in lighting and control design, project management, and logistical excellence. Lone Star is owned and operated by experienced leaders with a proven track record in the industry, with locations in the major hubs of Houston, Dallas, and Fort Worth. We're poised to serve electrical contractors throughout the state. Call our local office at 832-855-3400 or find us online at LoneStarElectricSupply.com. At Lone Star Electric Supply, we make it happen.
Baby.
Welcome back to the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. All right, scratches for tonight's game, and there are a ton of them. First for Patrick Carroll and the visiting Taylor Mustangs. They're going to have 8 skaters tonight. Scratch Shade Quick, Brendan Glover, Garrett Bates, their leading scorer, Daniel Bates, he's injured, Chloe Bates, and Aaron Morales. Head coach Paul Connolly, the Seven Lakes Spartans, scratch from your lineup. Their top scorer, Daniel Dufresne, Aiden Lynch, Connor Smith, and Kalen McDonald. Starting goaltenders are Max Schinder, a junior for Taylor, who is 15th in the league in goals against average with 5.29 goals against. And the league's second best goaltender, Trey Zanudo, gets the nod. He's a senior for Seven Lakes with a 1.29 goals against.
Yeah, we saw Kaylee McDonald. He's the leader at .91, best in the league. Good to see Zanudo get a little bit of a shot here. And he's not even that much worse at 1.29, and the defense helps him a lot. Schinder needs to have a big game, a lot on his plate tonight.
Starting lineups are brought to you by North Shore Marine. For the 6-13-0 Taylor Mustangs, 5th in the South Division. The forwards are Danielle Eldridge, Levin Kariaka, and Patrick Miller. On the blue line, Noah Hopp and Cale Rude. For Seven Lakes, Zach Campbell will center wingers Reed Condra and Christian Beloy. On defense, Cameron Saunders and Mary Calpio. Keys to the game brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Think first. Both teams shorthanded.
Well, Seven Lakes only missing Dufresne of the big point totals, but they're just so loaded. So I don't think they're going to miss too much, and Campbell will step up. And Calpio and Zhang on defense, so good. And Taylor, it's going to be a tough night. They only have 2 lines, not even that. And you got to think about getting tired, getting frustrated late in the period. So they're going to have to do a lot of line changes, maybe like 1-minute shifts to keep everybody fresh. So I wish Taylor best. It's going to be a very tough game for them tonight.
Seven Lakes has outscored Taylor in the 2 previous meetings in this season series, 19-3. Spartans 2-0 this season, wins of 8-1 back on October 21st and 11-2 on December 9th. Let's qualify that December 9th meeting, the 11-2 scores. That was the only game this season that Patrick Carroll had to use goaltender Ian Joyce, who's not normally a goaltender, as Max Schinder was unavailable that night. Zach Campbell scored a hat trick in the first meeting and has 10 points this season against the Mustangs. He had a 6-point night in the second game between the 2 clubs. Ian Joyce tallied the only goal for Taylor in the first game this season, while Garrett Bates, who is scratched tonight, scored both Mustangs goals in the second meeting. The Spartans have outshot the Mustangs this season 81-43 in those 2 meetings.
And you said Campbell is approaching some milestones.
He's 1 assist away from the all-time assist lead in Seven Lakes hockey history, and he's just 3 points away from 100 points for his career. Paul Connolly, former assistant coach with the Taylor program. Both of his sons went through the Taylor program, graduated from Taylor High School. Patrick Carroll's kid, Mason Carroll, began his high school hockey career with Seven Lakes, then played for Cinco Ranch, and last year finished up with Taylor. Referee is Andrew McCrae. Mario Runco and George Lahaki are the linesmen. The puck is dropped. Seven Lakes attacking from left to right. Taylor from right to left. And Reed Condra sends it in to the Taylor zone. Again, the Mustangs only with 8 skaters available. Pass to the left wing side. Christian Beloy is stopped by Max Schinder. Wheeled up the near boards by Levin Karyaki, but he can't clear. Kept alive by Seven Lakes. Bouncing puck in the slot. Beloy, forehand wrist shot. Hassled from behind by Noah Hopp. Never got the shot off. Karyaka battling with Noah Hopp and Beloy. And Karyaka will lift it left side for the rush that'll begin by the left winger, Patrick Miller. The lefty sends one to Zanudo, who paddles it away. Eldridge at the half wall. Tried to spin it in deep. Stopped by Calpio. Cleared to the blue line. And back comes Seven Lakes as Beloy goes rink wide to Zach Campbell, who tees up, and a poke check away by Noah Hopp. Great defensive play by the senior, 5'7", 160-pound defenseman for Taylor. Karyaka swings it up the near boards. Nope, actually went back behind the net, and then the puck is frozen on top of the net with 9:55 remaining in period number 1.
Key for Taylor tonight, I think as soon as they cross the blue line, just put it on net and try to get a rebound and get it in there. I just don't think they have the manpower to set up plays.
Face-off win by Seven Lakes. Puck goes deep behind the net. Battling there, Matt Pike. To the side of the net, Pike plays it back around the boards to Brooke Deneen. Stopped at the half wall by Galacia. Back to John Wright. Shoots from the right point, well wide of the target. Stopped at the left point by Jack Jean. Jean, a sophomore, had a good game a week ago when we saw them play the Ridge Point Panthers. He's got it at left defense in the neutral zone for Seven Lakes. Plays off the boards, but it's intercepted. Back come the Mustangs, entering the offensive zone. Jack Jean muscles the Mustang off the puck in the form of Noah Hopp. Then a turnover. Here's Aaron Joyce behind the goal line. Backhander centering pass. Off target to Eldridge. From left to right, Galacia. Posting him at the point, kept alive by Rude. Sent in deep by Eldridge. And now John Wright takes control. stops behind Zanudo and plays it up the far boards to Matt Pipe in the neutral zone. He begins a rush. 3-on-2 developing as he crosses the blue line. Hassled by Mia Reed. Plays it back to Deneen. Shoots, and a save made by Schinder. Puck forced back out to the neutral zone. Right defense. It's Elmeri Calpio, Finnish player for Seven Lakes. Transferred in over the summer for Paul Connolly. And Calpio wheeling with it, stick handling. Finds Johnson, right boards, played back the other direction, but not out by Mia Reed. Then she backhanded to the blue line, kept alive. Calpio ripped a shot high and wide off the glass. Spun in deep behind the net, and then taken on by Ian Joyce, a sophomore. Here's a long shot by Calpio, feathered wide. As we come to the 5-minute mark gone by here, first period, no score. Eldridge in her own end, works it out to Patrick Miller at his own blue line, wheels with it, and then is able to clear the zone. Ethan Kamen entering the zone is Cameron Heiser, shoots, and Schinder with a glove save.
That was a great save. That one had some muster on it by Schinder, and or Schinder making that play. Not too bad for Taylor. A couple of rushes, one shot on goal, and a nice play on the other end. Pipe to Deneen, that was blocked. So I kind of working out as I thought. Seven Lakes still providing a lot of pressure.
Schinder was 27 of 35 last Friday in an 8-1 loss to PFC. Chloe Bates scored the only goal for the Mustangs, and there was only one penalty in that game taken by James Stevens of PFC in the third period. Both Garrett Bates and Patrick Miller had their 3-game point streak snapped in the loss. Johansson enters the zone, left to right. Kariaka pokes it from him. Good stick check, but they can't clear the zone. Kept alive by Johansson and feathered in deep. Hop takes control, right defense. Got it out of the zone, no, kept alive. Nice keep in by Wright, but then he couldn't keep the zone, comes in offside. Now, looks like we got it. Do we have a clock malfunction?
9:06.
I thought we had already played 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think you might be right. That was a slow 4 minutes.
Face off just outside of center. So we're going to say they've played 4 minutes. As Reed Condra touches it in to the zone. Here's Rude. Finds Hop, right defense. Banked it off the boards, but not out. Right keeps it. Shot gets deflected. Wide into the right-hand corner. Centering pass was intercepted. Here come the Mustangs. Motoring from right to left. Rude carries into the offensive zone. Forced wide by Saunders. Centering pass, bouncing puck at the top of the crease. And Seven Lakes are able to skate it to the near boards and then spin it all the way down. It goes over the stick of Rude and goes all the way down for an icing call with 8:28 remaining in the first period. No score.
Nice rush by Rude. Went in behind the goal, could not find anybody in front, but it worked out. Icing on the other end, and they'll get a face-off in the Seven Lakes zone.
Seven Lakes coming in off a victory over PFC 5-2. Outshot in the game, though, 18-15. Campbell had a 3-point day with 2 goals and an assist. Eldridge shot the faceoff right towards Zanudo, who has to cover it with his glove. And they'll do another faceoff to the right of the Spartans' senior netminder. Eldridge and Campbell for the faceoff. 14-game winning streak for the Spartans. Their only loss back on November 4th, a 1-0 shutout at the hands of Memorial West. Beloy skates in 1-on-2. On the forehand, shot was blocked by Rude. He'll pitchfork it back out the center. Jack Zhang to left defense, and he'll get it right back. Uses the boards. Back to the Taylor zone, then quickly exited out by Rude. Now it's Patrick Miller who flips it out of the zone. Eldridge, right in front of her bench, will use the boards and send it in for Rick Zhang to play it at left defense to brother Jack into the neutral zone. Mia Reed tries to backhand it, and she does to the center circle where Rick Zhang will play it into the Taylor zone. Now the reach of Galicia, forced to the point, kept alive by Galicia as they battle to a side in front of the Mustang bench with 7.5 to play. No score first period. Out skating on the backhand, a shot blocked. It bounces in front of the goal. And now Brooke Deneen tries to play it in the corner. Hassled by Kariaka, canceled out. Comes back to the point. Jack Jung, a shot gets to the slot. Alicia pushed away from the puck by Mia Reed. She backhands it, but turns it over to Rick Jung at the right point. He shoots. That's sticked away by Schinder. Behind the net, it's Pipe. Pipe looking for a centering pass. It hits the back of the cage. Careens to the left-hand corner. And now Eldridge will carry out from right to left along the right wing boards, and she dumps it in. Over 7 minutes gone here in the first period, no score. Seven Lakes, league's best team with a 16-1-2 record, 34 points. Rick John uses the backboards, finds brother Jack. Now Matt Pipe backhands it to the right wing side in the neutral zone. It is carried on by Galacia. He powers into the zone and flips it in deep. Noah Hop for the Mustangs. Middle of the ice, finds Harrisma. Saunders backhands it away from Harrisma. Here's Saunders off the boards to the Taylor blue line, but not into the zone. As they play neutral zone hockey here with 6 minutes to go. Interception, and it is backhanded in, swept into the Seven Lakes zone by Patrick Miller. Calpio recoils behind Zanudo, holds there. Strides up the middle of the ice, from left to right, to the left wing for Ethan Kamen. Top of the right wing, back to the left wing circle, cross ice pass behind Johansson, and the Mustangs are able to skate it out with Rudd. Kaiser at his blue line. Stick was lifted by Rudd, and a whistle. Offside is called on Taylor with 5:33 remaining, period number 1, no score.
Taylor playing real smart defense. They're not screwing around with it in their own zone. They're just knocking it out of there. And that's the smart thing to do against this pressure.
Starting netminder for Seven Lakes, Trey Zanudo. Last played on February 17th in a victory over South Texas, stopping 10 of 11 Titan shots in the game. Zach Campbell enters the zone along the right wing side. Centering pass is behind the intended target, and it is picked off by Danielle Eldridge, who skates down the right wing board. Chipped away from her by Jack Jean. He'll recover. Find John Wright. Plays catch with Jack Jean. Up left wing boards, it's Christian Beloy. Beloy has points in his last 3 games in the Taylor zone, where it's swept in deep. To play there, it is Noah Hop, who turns it over deep along the right wing. Behind the net, Campbell. Campbell looking to send one in front. Has it on his backhand, behind the icing line. Campbell centering pass for a one-timer, and Jack John sailed it wide. Backhand on the rebound, and Campbell stopped at the side of the net by Schinder. Beloy deep in the left wing corner. Goes to the right wing corner with his pass to Zach Campbell. Tries a centering feed. That got deflected back behind the net. Christian Beloy wheels with it, left wing circle. Tries to fire a shot, blocked by Eldridge, and cleared to Patrick Miller in the neutral zone. He'll skate along the right wing boards and play it in. He's got Joyce breaking center of the ice. He shoots, and a glove save by Zanudo as he stops Patrick Miller with 4:13 to go in the first period.
They're still getting rushes. Seven Lakes sometimes can get a little lazy on defense when the Zong and Calpio line isn't out there. And really good so far for Taylor, and good goaltending by Schinder on the other end.
Taylor have been outshot 173 to 104 in their last 5 games, outscored 35 to 13. They did outshoot the Woodlands back on February 8th when they defeated them in comfort behind fashion 7 to 6 thanks to a Garrett Bates hat trick. Miller battling with Calpio, loose pucks swept out with the glove of Zanudo. And on the rush, the lead pass too far in front of Deneen. It'll roll all the way down, and icing is called on Seven Lakes.
Good opportunity. It was a little bit too much on that pass, but that would have been a 3-on-1. Shots so far, Mike, 5-2 unofficially, Seven Lakes.
Zanudo back on the 9th of December in the 11-2 victory for Seven Lakes over Taylor. Stopped 30 of 32 shots on goal. Both teams weren't lacking that night. The shots on goal department. turnover in the defensive zone. Carioca uses the half wing boards, gets it into the corner. Now Eldridge, she shoots wide from the right wing circle. Trying to pinch in is Mia Reed at the Taylor blue line. Sent in by Eldridge. Taken on by Calpio. Up the near boards, Galicia finds it just too far in front of Deneen on his lead pass. Here's Rude ahead for Eldridge, skating from right to left, and she shoots it in to the Spartan zone. Calpio back behind the net to play it. Hassled by the forechecking Carioca. Flip to Rick Zhang, deep in Seven Lakes in, looking for a lead pass. Deneen almost had her head taken off by Rude, but he thought better of it and was able to pull up on the play. Matt Pike from left to right. Can't get it across the blue line, then gets it back after he was stymied by Rude. Then puck comes back out to Deneen in the neutral zone, and she'll carry in offside.
Yeah, Pipe was stuck.
Called.
He couldn't get out of there, did Pipe. I'm really impressed with Eldridge by Taylor. I think she could play at the college level. She's got size, a good playmaker. Solid player for Taylor.
She's played in 14 of the 19 Taylor games this season. And a line of 3, 4, and 7 for Patrick Carroll's team. Shot wide from the left wing circle by Johansson. Comes out of the boards. Miller looked like he was tripped down, but referee Andrew McRae's arm stays down. Feathered back to right. At right defense in his own end. Harsma on the forecheck. Middle of the ice, it's Heiser. Gains the line, stick handling left wing side. Got by Hop, stays behind the goal line. Hassled by Carioca on the back check. Puck comes out to Johansson. His shot was blocked, never reached Schinder. With less than 2 minutes to go. First period, still scoreless between Taylor and Seven Lakes. And now Miller skates it out. Rink wide pass out of the reach of Harsma and collected by Wright. Oh, he lost it. Harsma will take it across the line, and Miller's shot was blocked. And here comes John Wright ahead for Heiser. Gains the blue line. Hassled on the back check by Danielle Eldridge. Now Johansson behind the net. Taken on by Hop. Ahead for Ian Joyce. Joyce was forced into goaltending duties in the December 9th meeting between these two clubs, gave him 11 goals. Now Ethan Kamen, 1-on-3, shoots high and wide, just over the left corner of the goal. 1:10 to go, still no score. Shot from the slot. John Wright is stopped by Schinder, deep in the Taylor end. Hop, checked into the boards by Kamen. Eldridge comes back and she fires it around behind the net. Stopped at the right point by Saunders. He shoots in deep. And now Patrick Miller able to backhand it clear. 48 seconds to go, first period. And Seven Lakes comes across the blue line offside.
0-0. Taylor hanging in there. And the defense has just been great. Rude is especially good back there. Knocking everything away, getting a stick in there. And the playmakers for Seven Lakes just really can't get a good shot on goal.
45 seconds to go. Face off at center, no score. Campbell and Carioca for the draw. Won by Taylor. Eldridge into the Spartan zone. Turnover by Jacques Zhang from the right wing circle. Ian Joyce plays it into the left wing corner. 30 seconds to go. It's up behind the net for Rick Zhang. On the forecheck, Ian Joyce battling with Rick Zhang. Worked free by Rick Zhang. And he stick handles past Eldridge in his own end. Rink wide, rink right pass to Condra. He will barrel in to the Taylor zone. Skating along the goal line, backhand pass, right, Hassel from behind. Make that camp, was that number, sometimes you can't see with the numbers on. No, honestly, that was Beloy, who was Hassel from behind that stick lift, and he shoots from the top of the left wing circle. Save is made by Schinder. First period comes to an end, no score on the ISHL Game of the Week here on LSN Sports.
Servicing its customers for over 40 years, stocking one of the nation's largest parts and accessory supply, coupled with the convenience of same-day shipping, allows most boating needs to be fulfilled with one call. North Shore Marine can supply all needs from service to sales for Evinrude, Johnson, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Ark, Go Devil, and parts and accessories for all your boating needs. Visit their showroom and see for yourself why North Shore Marine is one of Texas's finest Southwest dealers. Visit them on the web at northshoremarine.com.
Drew Doherty here, and the Texans debit card is for the ultimate Texans fans. Get your free Texans debit card when you open a Texans checking account at First Community Credit Union. Choose from 3 customized Texans debit cards, plus you'll have the chance to win exclusive access to Texans games, autographed merchandise, and more. Get yours today by visiting TexansChecking.com and become a member. First Community Credit Union is the official credit union of the Houston Texans. Certain criteria apply. FCCU is backed by NCUA. See rep for details.
No score after one. Seven Lakes and Taylor here on the ISHL Game of the Week. Face off at center. Schinder to our left. Zanudo to our right.
6-2 shots in that first period. Seven Lakes, but no score.
Campbell, Carioca for the face-off, won by Carioca. Pitched ahead by Rude, ahead for Eldridge, gains the line. Patrick Miller, shot, well wide, didn't go off his stick. Carioca plays one towards the goal, and that one had to be dealt with by Zanudo. Up the middle of the ice, Campbell, out to center. Seven Lakes skating from right to left here in this second period, which we're just underway. Right defense, it's Saunders. And the interception as Eldridge sends it in. She is pushed back by Calpio. Carioca sends it into the Spartan zone. Here's Calpio, left defense. Feathered ahead, but too far out of the reach of the intended target. Now Patrick Miller lays it off for Carioca, who gains the line. Carioca with a shot punched away with the blocker of Trey Zanudo. Now slap shot at tip, stick failed Miller. And it will be backhanded out to center by the Spartans, who come charging into the offensive zone. Zach Campbell with a centering pass, shot just wide off the stick of Beloy. Best chance so far for Seven Lakes, and the backhander just wide of the far post. Patrick Miller comes charging across into the neutral zone. Rink wide behind Hop, so the interception for Campbell. Campbell gains the offensive zone. Now here's Ryley Boyd. Boyd on the forehand, shoots, and Schinder with the save. A minute 23 gone by, second period, no score.
I think Campbell got taken out on the last rush. He wanted that one bad. Boyd took it instead. I think they're actually missing Dufresne. There's just not a closer out there for Seven Lakes.
Heiser and Patrick Miller for the face-off to the right of junior netminder Max Schinder. Face-off win, John Wright shuttles it in deep. Boyd behind the net. Checked by Rude. Jack Jong comes in deep to help. Now it's Harsema, clears it down into the Spartan zone. John Wright puts on the brakes behind the net. Looking for an outlet pass. Now the reach of Heiser through the legs of Mia Reed. Then she takes a tumble on the ice. So pinching in comes Jack Zhang, having trouble with her skates. Finally gets back on her feet. From the right point, here's Wright, a shot, save made by Schinder. That one got through. Patrick Miller goes down on his check attempt on Cameron Heiser. They battle. Here's a backhander by Jack Zhang, just wide of the post. Boyd behind the net. Checked by Mia Reed. Patrick Miller plays it up the near boards. Ian Joyce couldn't clear the zone. Spun in deep by Heiser. Here's a centering pass. It's intercepted by Rude. The pass intended for Jack Zhang. Now Rick Zhang fires one from the point. Sent into the right wing corner. Jack Zhang there to play it. Here's Ryley Boyd. Boyd tries the centering pass from behind the goal line. Kept alive at the blue line by Rick Zhang. Spun into the left wing corner. It's played there by Boyd. Reed there to hassle him. It's 3 Spartans, 2 Mustangs. Puck is work free. Here's a pass in front. They score. Boyd.
Yeah, that was a long time in the zone for Seven Lakes. It was just a matter of time. And Taylor just couldn't get it out. That was the first time tonight Taylor couldn't get it out. And Boyd, a smart thing, just perching himself right in front of the goal and jammed it in.
Boyd's 4th goal of the season. Had a goal on Sunday against PFC. And he gives the Spartans a 1-0 lead at 2:53 of period number 2.
It was an exhausting shift for Taylor.
Ethan came in off the face-off win. Seven Lakes from left to make it right to left. Katie Taylor from left to right. Ahead for Campbell and across the blue line. Offside is called. 9:55 remaining here in the second period. Coming up next Friday, it's the final ISHL game of the week of the season as these Taylor Mustangs match up against the Memorial West Whalers in a South Division tilt.
The Whale.
Our coverage
Yeah.
gets underway at approximately 6:45 right here on LSN Sports. Face off at center, won by Seven Lakes. Pitched into the Mustang zone. Turned over, and Rude finds Patrick Miller, who will recoil in his own end. He'll lift it off the glass at center. He turns it over eventually to Calpio. Calpio watched by Eldridge. Played up the middle of the ice, turned over, and it's Rude. Rude collides with Johansson. Johansson goes down. And it looked like Campbell went down as well. 1-0 Seven Lakes, 9:20 to play. A bouncing puck into the paraphernalia from the neutral zone. And Schinder with the stop. 3:40 gone by here in the second period. 1-0 Seven Lakes at a goal at 2:53, scored by Ryley Boyd.
With all the players missing, the lines that you used to, they're not there anymore. So you're playing a lot of folks that you don't see a lot of time with sometimes. It takes a period or two to get your wheels.
Brooke Deneen skates in, take the face off to the right of Max Schinder. Won by Carriaca. Behind the net is Hop. Right at the far board, stopped at the half wing by Rick Zhang. Battling in deep. Here's Galicia. Pass to Deneen and carried out by Miller. Stick handling from his left to his right. Tried to leave it for Eldridge, but back comes Rick Zhang. Gains the zone. John skates in on the backhand, shoots, save made. Max Schinder with another stop.
Wow. Schinder's on his game tonight. Zhang is a defenseman, but is a very offensive player, as we always talk about. He wanted that one from day one. And Schinder with the stone.
Rick and Jack, twins, both sophomores. 8:51 to play, 1-0 Spartans. Face off in the defensive zone for Taylor. Played up the near boards by Carriaca. Here's Deneen, poked from her by Patrick Miller, poked out to center by Carriaca, and collected by Rick Zhang. Matt Pipe, off his skate, wheels it in. Rude will get it in the corner, watched by Galicia. Miller couldn't clear the zone. Here's Deneen, stick handling, right wing circle, fires a shot, saved by Schinder. Loose puck, open net, Deneen on a backhander, sailed it just wide. Schinder was flopping all in his crease, finally able to get up to 2 feet as Eldridge sends it all the way down, and icing will be called on Danielle Eldridge.
I'll tell you about Brooke Deneen. I played with her father in the adult league, and Brooke would occasionally join us, and she was the best player out there. And she was quite a bit younger at the time, so she's a heck of a player. And she's had a couple good opportunities tonight.
4:53 gone by here. Period number 2, 1-0 Spartans. Goal by Ryley Boyd here earlier in this second period. Campbell will take the face-off as we await who's going to take the face-off for Taylor.
And you got to think about fatigue at this point. We're coming up on the halfway point of this game. And again, as we've been talking about, Taylor, only 8 skaters, and they seem to be hanging in there so far.
Seven Lakes have outscored their opponents 23-5 in their last 5, outshooting those opponents 175-50. But it's come into this game having just 30 combined shots on goal through their last 2 games. Campbell, far board, skates in, centering pass, Beloy snaps one, and a blocker save made by Schinder. Campbell keeps it alive. And then it is sent out the center by Harsmith. Back comes Seven Lakes into the Mustang zone. Right wing side, skating on the backhand. Shot paddled away, rebound, and Beloy is stopped by Schinder as Taylor clears it in all the way down.
Schinder looks like Jim Craig out there. I mean, he's falling all over the place, making big saves. But you really see the tide is starting to go towards Seven Lakes. They are holding it in the Taylor zone for long, long stretches.
Seven Lakes once put up 63 shots on goal in a win over Fair Creek earlier this season. So they know how to get the shots on target. And again, Taylor only playing with 8 skaters, 1 goalie. Calpio sends it towards goal, redirected just wide off the stick of Condra. Condra behind the net, finds Beloy, left wing corner. Gets it by Hop, looking for a backhand centering pass. Instead, he plays it back to the left wing circle. Calpio a blast. It went wide. Spun in deep. Now Hop will control, then turn it over deep in his own end. Campbell, left wing circle. Shot was blocked and poked away by Miller. Beloy, centering pass, and that one just chipped wide. Campbell looking for a wraparound. Then a centering pass to Conch at the top of the crease. That was blocked and redirected wide. Played in deep, Beloy behind the icing line. Tries a centering pass. It's bouncing, and Schinder, they score.
Yep.
He couldn't make that final stop, and it's poked in by Zach Campbell.
I think they were going to blow that one dead. It looked like it was Schinder's pads, but they let the play run, and it snuck through. Tough break for Taylor. Who got that, you said, Mike?
Campbell.
Campbell. He's if Dufresne is 1A, Campbell is 1B. And he's such a good assist man, and a goal now.
2-0 Spartans. Goal comes at 6:23 of period number 2.
10 shots to 1 in this period for the game, 16-3.
Patrick Carroll getting some clarification from referee Andrew McCrae, linesman George Lahaki.
I think they're talking about it. He thought the puck should have been dead.
Yeah.
There was a few seconds there.
Well, goal counts, 2-0, 6:37 left here in the second. Mia Reed turns it over. Boyd scored the first goal, finds Heiser. Heiser wedges it in deep. Behind the net it is Boyd. Boyd ladled back to the point for Rick Zhang. He plays catch with Boyd in the left wing corner. He lets it go by though, as Jack Zhang will play it in the right wing corner. Spun around, centering pass goes all the way through. Kept alive at the point by John Wright, swept in deep. Played in the right wing corner, now turned over to Rude. Up the boards, out of the reach of Carioca. Poked back towards the line. Puck comes in offside. And Taylor have a face-off just outside of the Seven Lakes zone. 5:58 remaining in the second period. 2-0 Seven Lakes.
I think the fatigue is sitting in. Taylor, I should say, just not a lot of emphasis on offense at this point. They're kind of back on their heels on defense.
Face-off just outside of the Spartan zone. Here's Rick Zhang at left defense. Plays it up the left wing for Heiser, who carries across into the zone. Skates in. Backhander, and hit the side of the net. He got it back, Heiser. Played back to the point. There's John Wright with a slap shot and a save made by Schinder. Pop. Forechecking his board. Puck is worked free. Jack Zhang for a centering pass, poked away out to the neutral zone by Carioca. John Wright off the board. Chip back into the zone. Kept alive by Jack Zhang. Cleared by Patrick Miller. The puck will slide all the way down. Icing whistled by Mario Runco. 7:49 gone by here in the second period. Seven Lakes with a 2-0 lead.
I think we're going to see a lot more icing. You get tired on defense, and you really need a break and get a line change. So Taylor may just send it down.
Faceoff comes down to the left of Max Schinder. Eldridge will take the faceoff against Zach Campbell. Campbell wins it. Center point Calpio, and then steal by Joyce, and he skates in on a breakaway. In on Zanudo. Joyce on the backhand, saves Zanudo. Shutout intact. Turnover in the zone. It's Eldridge, left wing corner. Puts on the brakes. Plays it back, trying to intend that pass from Mia Reed, but it's taken away by Seven Lakes. They skate in 2-on-2. Here's Kamen, shoots. Schinder with the save. Kamen tried to go 5-hole. George Lahaki actually helping out Seven Lakes. The puck deflected off of his skate at the point, and it stayed in the offensive zone before it comes back out, and a whistle is blown, stopping the clock with 4:37 remaining as the net came dislodged behind Max Schinder.
Almost a chance for Taylor on the other end and by Joyce, but Schinder with a couple of big stuffs at point-blank range tonight.
Face off outside of the Mustang zone. Eldridge converts to left wing. Carioca back on the ice to take the face off against Campbell. Elsewhere tonight, Klein's at the Woodlands. Ridge Point get Memorial West after we're done here. And PFC will be the back end of the doubleheader at Willowbrook. Here's a one-timer and a save made by Schinder. PFC takes on Fair Creek. Carioca motors across left to right. He shoots, paddled away by Zanudo. Laid up the far boards, Johansson, and then a steal by Patrick Miller. Miller behind the goal line, looking for a centering pass. It's swiped away by the Spartans as Kamen will skate it out. Kamen motors from right to left, plays it in deep. Campbell comes in on the forecheck, but Rude plays it up the near boards. Carioca still in the Mustang zone. Campbell with the turnover. And now it is Patrick Miller deep in his in the neutral zone now, where he will shoot it in, cross ice, into the Spartan zone with 3:40 left here in the second period. 2-0 Spartans. Here's a steal by Miller, and he shot it on the one-time steal and shot it wide.
That's hard to do.
Puck back in the Mustang zone. Quickly chopped out by Hop. Wright waiting for his team to tag up. Then he'll shoot in deep. Took a shot from Hop. Puck in the right wing corner. Rude. Up the boards, turned over to Galicia. Shoots one wide. Sitting behind. Campbell there to play it. And there's a centering pass. They score. Kamen found Galicia all alone at the top of the crease. His shot softly through the legs of Max Schinder. 3-0 Spartans.
That was just like Boyd's goal, except this time it was Galicia. Just put a man up front. Eventually the pass is going to get to you. At Seven Lakes, the playmaking is always good. And it's usually a left to right pass.
9:55, the time of the goal. Galicia scores his 7th of the game of the season. Came in with 8 points in the 16 games he's played this year. Galicia shoots in to the Taylor zone. Left wing corner, Pipe canceled out by Hop. Then Pipe gets the puck back. Plays a centering pass to the top of the crease. Pipe got it back. Left wing corner. Pass it by Hop and checked into the boards by number 3 for Taylor. Rude, shoulder to shoulder with Galicia. Gets the puck. Skates it left defense and sends it out to the neutral zone where it is carried on by Miller. Motoring in across the Spartan blue line. And he left the puck at the half wing boards. And from right to left on the rush come the Spartans. Here's Brooke Deneen at center. She shoots. Blocked by Rude and deflected into the right wing corner. 2:20 remaining. Deneen behind the net. Looking for a pass to Pipe. He shoots. Schinder makes the save. Rebound. Galicia stopped by Schinder with 2:17 to play.
Still making plays. 21-5 is the shots. And this period, 15-3. Schinder's playing great. He's under assault this period, hanging in there.
Schinder will see the faceoff come to his right. Deneen and Eldridge for the draw. One by Deneen. Calpio tees up a shot.
Woo!
Scores!
Whoa!
From the point. Elmeri Calpio's first goal of the season. And it's a highlight reel goal. 3 make it 4-0 Spartans.
Calpio especially, only a junior. He's going to get bigger. The European players they just have it. And I think he's good enough to play at a smaller college level. He's just big and strong. And I love those off the face-off slappers. And that one had some serious mustard.
Seven Lakes controlling their own end. Saunders Up to Galicia, right wing side. Carries across into the Taylor zone. Checked by Rude. Rude finds Carioca. Less than 2 minutes to go, as Carioca couldn't skate it clear. Galicia keeps it alive. Puck then worked out into the neutral zone by Joyce. Calpio has it at left defense. Finds Saunders at right defense. Flips it ahead for Galicia. Locates Pipe, who gains the line. Pipe on his forehand shoots wide. 4-0 Spartans with 90 seconds remaining here in the second period. Calpio levels Reed, and here comes a retaliatory shot by Rude, and now some gloves are being thrown as Calpio and Rude, as Rude comes in to stick up for his teammate. Calpio had no business lowering the boom on Mia Reed, who takes the shot, gets up back on her feet without any harm, but Calpio's got to think a little bit better there.
Yeah, he outweighs Reed by, 70 pounds. I mean, that's crazy. I think he's just totally out of control there.
Rude's going to go.
That could be a 5-minute one, Mike. And Reed, luckily, is okay. He's always been a physical player, but that was a little much.
The officials discussing the penalties.
Reed's tough. She's getting a ton of ice time tonight.
Coincidental 2-minute minors.
Probably
for roughing.
I'm surprised Calpio didn't get a 5-er.
The original penalty was called on Calpio for his check of Mia Reed, and then Rude comes in to stick up for his teammate.
Had to be done.
They didn't drop the gloves. Fighting obviously not allowed at this level, but they were throwing punches with their gloves on. There's no doubt about it. And of course, they had their helmets on, and it's full cages. So you may be able to
take it for
throw
what
some
it is.
shots, but you're not going to do any damage. You're only hitting the helmet.
It's more about the meaning of everything. You really got to defend your teammate on a violent play like that.
Still looking to sort things out. We have paused here with 1:24 remaining in the second period.
Yeah, the first penalty of the game, penalties of the game.
Let's run down the scoring summary. All 4 goals so far scored in this second period. Boyd at 253. At 6:23, Campbell with an even strength marker. At 9:55, Galicia. And then Calpio at 10:47. All for Seven Lakes. And now Calpio now has a 4-minute penalty put up on the scoreboard. So a double minor.
Yeah.
Which is fair. And no penalty time now on the board for Rude. So Rude may just be sitting there for a while.
Well, this will see our first power play of the night, and I'd like to see what Taylor brings to the table with this one.
Power plays brought to you by Mr. Electric. We have the power to make things better. Now Johansson heads into the Seven Lakes penalty box. Still trying to sort things out. Gives us a chance to remind you that coming up next Friday is the final ISHL game of the week of the season, as these same Taylor Mustangs will battle the Memorial West Whalers in a South Division battle. Our coverage gets underway at approximately 6:45 right here on LSN Sports. Paul Connolly getting briefed on everything.
And this will extend into the third period. Yeah, this break benefits Taylor get to rest a long time, and they need it.
Calpio has been perhaps ejected for the proceedings, and as he's walking back to the locker room.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Escorted by the local sheriff's deputy.
Wow.
Usually nothing ever gets out of hand from a spectator's perspective, but
it's his
sometimes
procedure.
he's got to be forced into duty to handle a hockey player.
When the law's bringing you to the locker room, it's been a bad penalty.
I'm sure he's getting a chuckle.
Yeah.
Good fellow. He's always here for the Friday night games and get a chance to chit-chat with him from time to time. He's, I believe he lives in Sealy or in that area. Was talking with him about a month ago about broadcasting, and he knows some of the guys who do Sealy Tigers football, kind of the setup that they do. And
home of Eric Dickerson.
yes, sir. Of course, there'd be worse things to be working on a Friday night. He's probably off duty or something,
Yeah.
or something like that. I mean, you could be out on the streets.
In the rain.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, looks like we're going to get back to action here with 1:24 to go in the second period. Double minor put on the board. Calpio has also been tossed from the rink, at least to this point. Don't think he's coming back. And it's a Mr. Electric power play for the Mustangs, who trail 4-0. Miller gains the zone. Mustangs have scored 5 power play goals this season. The Spartans got a shorty in the game we called last week against Ridge Point. That's their only shorthanded goal of the season. Hop goes down. Seven Lakes are able to clear it down. 1 minute to go. Shinder plays it to the near corner. Reed, hassled by Campbell on the shorthand. 3 players all around Campbell, and he's holding the stick of Carioca. No penalty called. Miller gets it out to the neutral zone. Malloy carries and finds right defenseman. Shoots it down. On the ricochet, Campbell, his attempted shot, swiped away before he could take it by Noah Hop. And he will play it all the way down the length of the ice, and icing is called. 54 seconds off the double minor. 30 seconds to go here in the second period.
You know who plays a lot of attitude is Hop. He's not big, but man, he's a bulldog out there. I mean, always big time hitter too.
Hop has 9 points this season. He's played in 18 of the 19 games. John Wright shoots from the shorthand. Puck is bouncing the top of the crease, and Shinder drops on it. 23.2 seconds remaining. 2:59 on the double minor.
I'm really impressed with Shinder. I mean, this is a guy whose GAA is like 5.5, and he's having a great game. He's given up 4, but a very tough 4.
He ranks at the bottom of all ISHL goaltenders. But you wouldn't know it by what he's had to deal with tonight. Really good goaltender. Puck shot in by Hop. John Wright there to collect it and send it to the neutral zone, and it does get by Patrick Miller, and that will do it for the second period. Seven Lakes explodes for 4 goals in the middle frame, and after 2, they lead Taylor 4-0. The ISHL game of the week on LSN Sports.
Lone Star Electric Supply is a service-oriented, Texas-based, full-line electrical distributor specializing in lighting and control design, project management, and logistical excellence. Lone Star is owned and operated by experienced leaders with a proven track record in the industry, with locations in the major hubs of Houston, Dallas, and Fort Worth. We're poised to serve electrical contractors throughout the state. Call our local office at 832-855-3400 or find us online at LoneStarElectricSupply.com. At Lone Star Electric Supply, we make it happen.
When it comes to Houston's growth and success, Allegiance Bank means business. Just one more reason we are Houston's bank. As a small to mid-sized business owner, you need a bank dedicated to helping you with acquisition financing, expanding your operations, lines of credit, treasury services, and above all, exceeding your goals for success. From fast answers to extraordinary service, at Allegiance, we pledge to do all we can to help Houston businesses thrive. Allegiance Bank, we practice what we pledge. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back to the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. Here's the clarifications on the penalties. As George Laha came over and told us between periods all the penalties that took place in that scrum. Calpio got a double minor, took 2 penalties, 2 minutes for head contact, and then 2 minutes for roughing, while Rude got 2 minutes for roughing after the whistle. Calpio was not ejected but sent back to the locker room by his head coach Paul Connolly. So we've completed 2 periods, and it is 4-0. Seven Lakes leading Taylor. 2:35 left of penalty time on the Calpio penalties. So the Mustangs begin this 3rd period on the power play.
23-5 is the shots.
Shinder to our right, Zanudo to our left. Seven Lakes clear to the neutral zone. Carriaca kept it from going all the way down the length of the ice. Tries to shoot from the left wing circle, does float one towards goal. Dealt with easily by Zanudo. Clearing attempt goes off a stanchion of the glass and ricochet to the slot for a shot by Carriaca. Saved by Zanudo. Here comes Seven Lakes, motoring left to right on the shorthand. Rick Zhang skates, puts on the brakes in the right wing circle, then skates in on goal, gets caught in traffic, and the puck will be taken and flipped out of play into the Taylor bench by Patrick Miller. 2 minutes to go on the penalty.
Miller's an interesting player. You can tell he's just ready to get better. He's very fast. The skating is getting there, but once he gets it, he's going to be a heck of a player. He's big and athletic.
Rude is out of the box. Johansson is serving the penalties for Calpio, who was deployed back to the locker room by his head coach Paul Connolly. Face off to the left of Shinder. One as John Wright has it at the right point. Shoots, deflected, and swept away by Shinder. Eldridge works it out to the neutral zone. At left defense, it's Jack Zhang. Plays catch with John Wright. Lays it right back to Zhang. Spins it ahead for Christian Beloy. Along the left wing, skates in on the shorthand, shoots! What a wrist shot, and a save by Shinder. With 1 minute and 1 second gone by here in the 3rd period. 4-0 Seven Lakes. 1:35 of power play time remaining for Taylor.
Now, this is like 2 games for Shinder. These guys usually face maybe 20 shots, but I think he might see over 30 tonight, and he's still doing a heck of a job.
Face off to the right of Shinder. Heiser take the face off against Eldridge. Slat back. Jack Zhang shoots. Stick save made by Shinder. In deep, Heiser locates Kamen behind the net. Play to the far boards. Jack Zhang tees up a shot. Blocked. Ian Joyce with 1:20 to go on the power play. Turns it over in the neutral zone. Ethan Kamen will clear it down. Rude to get it. Sweeps it up the far boards for Ian Joyce. Taylor attacking right to left. Here's Patrick Miller. Has trouble playing the puck at the red line. Spun to the blue line by Joyce. Cleared out to the neutral zone for Noah Hop to play it as he skates in. At the left wing circle, centering pass to Miller. Tries a shot, blocked by Jack Zhang. Backhanded, not clear though. Far boards by Pipe. And it's cleared by Seven Lakes. Hop pitchforks it back in, right on target. And Zanudo looked like he was going to drop on it and cover. Eventually, he actually doesn't, but the officials still blow the play dead. And an offensive zone faceoff coming up for Taylor with 37 seconds to go on their power play. Actually, the faceoff is going to come down into
Eldridge,
the
I think,
zone.
Was just offsides.
So why would they take the pluck and put it all the way down for a faceoff in the Mustang zone? Uncertain there. But almost 2 minutes gone by here in the final period. 4-0 Seven Lakes looking to win their 15th game in a row. Here's Pike with a blast. Locked in front by Mia Reed. She sweeps it up the near boards. Puck poked to the center point. Rick Zhang turns with it, pivots. Left wing, shoots. Save made off the chest of Max Shinder. On the shorthand with 17 seconds to go, Miller able to get it back out to the neutral zone. Get it right defense, it is Saunders who will have it in his own end and flips it out to the neutral zone. Past the stick of Joyce, carried in by Galicia. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Power play has been, is over. 2 penalties have been killed by Seven Lakes. Patrick Miller battling part of a 5-person scrum. Puck worked free along the goal line. Here's a shot by Pipe. Nope, couldn't get the shot off. Played behind the net for Galicia. Galicia worked on by Reed. Galicia goes down. Puck in the left wing corner. Pipe with a centering pass. Tadine shoots. Save made by Schinder. Rebound swept away to the center point. Here is Saunders teeing up a shot wide from the right point. Comes to the near far boards. Rick Zhang with a shot that's blocked. He'll get it back, skate back towards the point, lift it towards goal, and it bounces past the netminder. It's Deneen. Deneen in the corner. 9:40 to play here in the third period. Taylor plays the puck all the way down. Icing whistle on the Mustangs. 9:34 to go here in tonight's game. A 4-0 Spartans lead.
On a game like this, your younger player is going to get a ton of ice time, and that's beneficial. Your sophomores and freshmen, fourth liners, and this only helps you down the line. We got the playoffs coming in a couple weeks.
New playoff format this year, as the playoffs will begin on March 22nd. Qualifying round. There's Patrick Miller. Carry across into the offensive zone. Shoot wide of the target. Far boards, it's Beloy. Plays behind his own net. Pass intercepted, half wing boards. Carriaca trying to work it back to the point for Rude. They battle on the near boards. Condra, Carriaca, Campbell. Puck out the center ice. Careened off the boards back into the Spartan zone. You have a North Division qualifying round games at Willowbrook and here at the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center on that first Friday. Quarterfinals on Saturday up at the Willowbrook Aerodrome. Semifinals and the Justice Cup final here on Sunday the 24th. The game times for that final day, 2:15 for the first semifinal, 4:15 for the second semifinal, and then I believe 7:15 or 7:45 for the Justice Cup final. Taylor ices the puck with 4:28 gone by here in the third. 4-0 Seven Lakes.
Yeah, they had to make a change, and now was the time. That was a long shift for that group.
Taylor gets Ridge Point on Sunday at 5:15, while Seven Lakes have a battle with Memorial West at 6:45 on Sunday night. Memorial West in second place, currently 6 points behind the Spartans entering week 22. First four teams pretty much jam-packed in the South Division. Seven Lakes 34 points, the Whalers 28 points, PFC 26, Ridge Point 25, and then Taylor down at the bottom with 12 points.
Any of those four can win it. I mean, that's just a totally stacked division. I think that's the best division we've seen since we've been doing games.
Certainly in the South,
yeah.
Anyway.
The South used to be the weak division.
That's right. Ridge Point, Justice Cup champions from a year ago.
And the flag is across from us here in the arena.
Woodlands lead all clubs with 5 Justice Cup championships. Klein has 3. Clear Lake not in action anymore. They closed up shop quite a few years ago. They had 4. College Park no longer a team in the league. They had 3. Fair Creek with 2. Last winning it in the 2016-2017 season. There's Campbell off the face-off win in the offensive zone. Good work by Carriaca defensively. But John Wright gets it from Campbell. Shoots one that is blocked from the top of the right wing circle. Campbell shoulders Rude as Campbell goes down to the ice. Buck into the neutral zone. Carriaca now controls in his own end. Tried to clear the zone, he does. Campbell will skate it in along the right wing boards. Campbell snipes one. That goes over the crossbar as he shot it from the right wing circle. 5 minutes gone by here in the final period. 4-0 Spartans. Beloy shoots from a sharp angle. Shot was stopped by Schinder. And we have a whistle. And the puck will come all the way down into the Seven Lakes zone for a face-off in the offensive zone.
Shots are unofficially 28-7.
$7:50 to play. Heiser wins the faceoff for Seven Lakes. Ahead for Kamen. Skates into the neutral zone. Kamen stick handling over the blue line. Kamen puts on the brakes, the edge of the right wing circle. Sends in deep behind the net for Boyd. Boyd played it back to Rick Zhang at the half wing. And his cross-ice pass goes all the way through. Hop had his stick lifted and tied up by Kamen. Played up and out of play. Off these near boards. 7:26 to go. 4-0 Seven Lakes. Face off to the left of Schinder. Heiser and Eldridge. I'll tell you, the Mustangs will certainly be gassed when this one's over.
Oh, yeah.
They've been playing with 8 players all night. A lot of scratches due to some travel hockey commitments by players on both teams.
It's good to be young, I tell you, especially tonight.
Remember all those years we would do games on Martin Luther King holiday weekend, and teams would be well shorthanded because that's a 3-day weekend, so a bunch of travel hockey tournaments taking place in Dallas. The ISHL a few years ago decided not to play any games on that holiday weekend, and for good reason. Puck kept alive, left point. Rude tees up a shot and fires it wide. 6:45 to play here in the third. Outlet pass, Heiser has one man to beat. Rude swipes his stick, and he gets it away from Heiser, and then his stick to the corner by Schinder. Played back for a shot, left point, a bouncing puck, rebound, Boyd scores! The shot came from the left point by Rick Zhang, the save made by Schinder, but he gave up a rebound, and Boyd scores his second of the game.
Well, Schinder made the first save, but good job by Boyd to stay with it. And again, a game like this, somebody you don't expect has a big night. It's Boyd, a couple of goals.
6:31 remaining in tonight's game. The goal at 6:29 of this third period. 5-0 Seven Lakes. Rude skates in. He fires his shot. Blocker save made by Zanudo. He hasn't had to make many saves tonight. Kalen McDonald, normally the starting netminder for Seven Lakes. Here's a turnover and a centering pass, and the one-timer by Carioca wide. But McDonald, he's out committed to travel hockey this weekend up in Dallas. Now Galicia racing in to the zone, looking for a pass to Deneen, but Rude hassled him. Couldn't get that pass off. Now puck at point-blank range. Galicia is stopped by Schinder, the side of the net. 5:55 remaining.
That was shot number 30. And Schinder stopped 25 of them.
Mentioned earlier that earlier this season in a win over Fair Creek, Seven Lakes put 63 shots on goal in that game. Read up the far boards. Here Jack Zhang fires a shot from the point. Sails just wide as it bounced past the right side of Schinder.
There's
right
the flow,
collects.
Hartzema.
Out to the neutral zone. Johansson ahead for Deneen. Skates in across the line. Deneen in the slot, shoots, she scores! Over the right shoulder of Max Schinder, 6-0 Spartans.
And she's been working on it all night. That was her 4th shot. Got it in there. Nice rush by Seven Lakes. It was a kind of a counterattack. Deneen the goal.
4th goal of the season for the sophomore Brooke Deneen. That goal comes at 7:33 of the third. Face-off win, but Meade falls on her seat. Condra, the beneficiary, tries to play a cross-ice pass, and it was blocked by Carioca. Eldridge on the back check. Works the puck free from Beloy. Now it's Campbell trying to shoot. Rebound given up. Condra couldn't get it past Schinder. And now Patrick Miller will skate from right to left. And with a headman pass, it got caught in the skates of Carioca. Turned over. Saunders ahead for Beloy. Across the blue line along the left wing side. Now to the center point. Beloy skating. Collides with Hop. They both go down. And here comes Rude. Rude skating from right to left. And motors across the blue line and shoots one wide. Eldridge at the half board, skated past the puck. 4:40 to play in tonight's game. 6-0 Seven Lakes. Rick Zhang lays it behind his net. Up the middle of the ice, now cuts to his right. Stick handles into the neutral zone. Feathers it ahead for Beloy. On the angle defensively, hits Hop, forces Beloy to put on the brakes card of the ice, shoot one wide. Down low, Campbell in the corner. Disrupted by Eldridge, but he got the puck back. Backhand, save made by Schinder, and he covers. 4:14 remaining in tonight's game. And now they're going to run the clock.
Yep. Shots 33-8.
6-goal lead, running clock. Insurmountable lead there for Seven Lakes. Deficit too much, and of course, with only 8 skaters.
Yeah, they're exhausted.
At Patrick Carroll's disposal tonight. Yeah, they're exhausted. John Wright, a shot from the center point, and a pad save made by Schinder as the puck comes all the way back into the Spartan zone. John Wright to the neutral zone. Beloy, middle of the ice, flips it along the right wing for Condra as he tries to drop pass back to Beloy. Puck came out to center ice, played back in, and then cleared by the Mustangs. Right defense. Right wing boards at center. Beloy plays it into the Spartan zone. The Mustang zone. Now Campbell skates in on his backhand. Tries the dipsy doodle. Centering pass, and it got through to Condra. But the pass a little too fast. Condra couldn't get the shot off. Here comes Patrick Miller. He's disrupted at the blue line by Wright. They both go down. Puck comes down into the goal mouth, where Zanudo is able to cover as the clock continues to roll inside 3 minutes of a 6-0 Spartan lead.
I mean, Miller he's such an active player. I mean, every time he gets the puck, he goes all out. And again, the skating's going to get better, but once it does, I think he's going to be among their best players.
Face off to the left of Zanudo. Penalty is called, and called on Ethan Kamen, so a power play for Taylor. Seven Lakes clear it out to the center ice, into the center zone. Root works it across the blue line to Karyaka. Karyaka, hassled by Rick Zhang. Taken away by Rick Zhang. In the skates of Kamen at the half board. Rude spins it in deep to Karyaka. Rude comes in to help in a 2-on-2 battle. Now it's Rick Zhang who works the puck away and will go rink wide with this clearance out to Heiser, and then a skate race with Hop, and Hop trips him down. Penalty will be called on the Mustangs as Hop will go to the box for tripping.
Say Hop is, again, not a big guy, but he's aggressive. He's like one of those 5'10" fighters in the NHL. I mean, he's just always out there playing hard. I'd love to have him on my team. He's just a tough guy to play against.
Running clock coming down to 90 seconds remaining. 6-0 Spartans.
And these penalties carry to the next game. Probably not. No.
Only misconduct.
Only misconduct.
Saunders fires from the point, blocked. Rude got in front of the shot. Patrick Miller couldn't clear it. Then he finally does. Out across into the neutral zone. Rink wide pass out of the reach of Boyd. Minute 10 to go. Boyd ladled it back for Saunders. Shoveled ahead for Campbell. He'll motor in across the line. Skate to the high slot. Now in the right wing circle. Pass intended for Boyd. Knocked away. And Eldridge feeds it ahead out into center ice. Saunders at left defense with 50 seconds to go in tonight's game. Here's Campbell. Campbell 1 assist away from the all-time Seven Lakes record. Don't know if he got one on any of the goals tonight. We're not usually able to credit assists from all the way up here without any sort of official score telling us. But we can, at least for the most part, tell you who scored the goals. 30 seconds to go. Beloy skates in along the left wing side, lost the puck. Poked by Joyce near boards. Eldridge couldn't clear it. Here's Saunders. Left wing circle, shot by Beloy, sailed wide, and the ricochet comes all the way back into the center zone. 12 seconds to go. Seven Lakes will get the shutout, their first of the season against Taylor, and they will outscore the Mustangs 25-3 in the 3 regular season meetings. And that's it. Final score, Seven Lakes 6, Taylor nothing. Back with our post-game coverage after these messages. This is the ISHL Game of the Week on LSN Sports.
Drew Doherty here, and the Texans debit card is for the ultimate Texans fans. Get your free Texans debit card when you open a Texans checking account at First Community Credit Union. Choose from 3 customized Texans debit cards, plus you'll have the chance to win exclusive access to Texans games, autographed merchandise, and more. Get yours today by visiting TexansChecking.com and become a member. First Community Credit Union is the official credit union of the Houston Texans. Certain criteria apply. FCCU is backed by NCUA. See rep for details.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
You might not know everyone in your community, but if you did, you'd see that people in recovery from mental and substance use disorders are all around. Reach out for support and begin your recovery journey. Join the Voices for Recovery. Strengthen families and communities.
For confidential information on mental and substance use disorders, including prevention and treatment referrals for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Final score here from the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. Seven Lakes 6, Taylor nothing. 4 goals scored by the Spartans in the second, 2 added in the third, and they get their first shutout of the season over their Katy area rivals. Outscore them in the 3 meetings 25-3. Both teams came in shorthanded due to travel hockey commitments by plenty of the players on either team. Taylor skated with only 8 players tonight, and Seven Lakes just warmed down.
Yeah, absolutely. And remember, after the first period, it was 0-0.
Yeah.
So Taylor, I think, playing above their heads tonight, held them close for about half a game. And great goaltending by Schinder. 34 shots he faced, and a lot of these were way up close. And he played very, very well. And Seven Lakes showed its depth as well. Good to see some of the other players like Boyd have a big night.
He had 2 goals to lead the way. The ISHL Game of the Week is a production of LSN Sports. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of LSN Sports is strictly prohibited. Here's your scoring summary. At 2:53 of period number 2, Boyd scored the first of his 2, made it 1-0 Seven Lakes. 6:23 of the second period, Zach Campbell scored to make it 2-0. Jacob Galicia at 9:55 gave the Spartans a 3-0 lead. Calpio capped off the second period with made it 4-0 at 10:47. Then Boyd scored his second at 6:29 of period number 3, followed by Brooke Deneen at 7:33 of the third and final frame, and that's our final score, 6-0. Seven Lakes winning their 15th game in a row. Dave, your final thoughts?
We'll see Dufresne a little bit further down the line, and Seven Lakes looks like they haven't lost anything. Looks to be the #1 seed going into the playoffs in a couple of weeks. Looking forward to that.
All right, that's going to wrap things up here from the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, next Friday we wrap up our Game of the Week coverage. The matchup between the same Taylor Mustangs and the Memorial West Whalers. So until then, this is Michael Silvers on behalf of my broadcast partner, David Feliciano, saying so long from the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. This has been the ISHL Game of the Week on LSN Sports. Until next week, so long, everybody.